All right, people. And we are back with the NOLA Creole Queens in the house. I was trying to get y'all some good old New Orleans second line music. I did a little, did what I had to do. I'm going to put it like that. But maybe, our next show Monday, we're going to start off with some, eh, pack away. We're going to be, I did what I had to do to get us some music. So I'm done with that.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Sounds
each
good.
time we
Sounds
do
good.
this show, we're going up and up and up, babes. Up and up and up. All right.
All right.
So everybody checked out the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yes, we
Y'all,
did.
Yes, yes, yes.
these girls, I don't know, we know Erika is the worst, okay? But they're not right, they're right behind her. You know what I'm saying? Like they right behind her with all these issues everybody having financially
Yeah.
and trying to hide all kind of stuff. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna start talking about Miss Kathy,
Okay.
my most favorite person on the show.
Are
And
you being
y'all know I'm lying.
sarcastic? Are you being sarcastic?
Yeah, y'all know I'm lying. I'm lying. Like I said, I'm not lying.
Kind of figured that.
Sorry, I lied. So Kathy, to me, you guys, still being fake and phony, still not showing her true authentic self. Oh, let me start off by saying this. You guys, the banner running across, basically letting y'all understand that what you guys are hearing is our opinion. Everything we're talking about is allegedly. Of course, unless y'all read it yourself in some type of, legal document or something. But we just giving you guys what we got from the
That's right.
TV and what we're
Right.
getting from the internet. Same things you guys can get. So we just talking about it. That's all.
Right.
And the other thing is, of course, we're an adult show. I say this in the beginning of all my shows, our shows. We're gonna use our big girl language. I'll put it that way. So we
Right.
try not to do, no vulgar language on my channel, you guys. Not my panel, because
We
we all
already
on the
know.
Right.
same page. We all on the same page. Okay. So fake and phony Kathy. Miss Kathy, to me, only shows herself on the screen when she's trying to be funny. And for me, it usually falls flat. And I'm a funny girl. I like jokes, but I don't really, I'm not really feeling Kathy with the jokes. And she'll do like these one-line jokes, calling your girl Thomasina. Oh, hi, Is it Thomasina? That didn't work for me. That I didn't get that one. And then the other thing is she calls Kyle for straws and chia seeds. I have a
Uh,
problem with that. As a sister, if my sister called me for a straw and I'm on the bike, she says, I'm not even in my car. Okay, that don't really matter. I need
yeah,
a
but
straw and I need some chia seeds. Go ahead,
yeah, but
Kissy.
she's kind of dingy though. I don't know. It's something not right.
No.
She's kind of dingy. She's almost zombie like. I don't even know if she knows half of what she's saying. Something's not right. Because think about it. Early on,
Yeah.
if you remember, she and Kyle did not get along at all.
Right.
And they showed
Right.
her personality is completely different than it was back then.
Oh
Something's not
yeah.
right. Now all of a sudden they're buddy buddy. I don't know.
What's up with that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether she just wants airtime now because her sisters did it and she figured, well, hey, it's my time now or what.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But
But I
weren't they?
wouldn't go ahead.
Sorry to cut you off. Weren't they trying to get Kathy on the show for the longest time?
Yep.
Allegedly, I
Yep.
thought they were trying to get her on there because Beverly Hills. That's her
That's
family.
right.
That's
Yeah.
And I
money.
mean,
Yeah.
and Kathy is Beverly Hills, to be
She
Uh
honest.
huh.
is.
I
Hilton.
don't
Yeah.
really care for her, the person she's being because she's not being authentic, but she is Beverly Hills. She really is.
Hilton. The Hiltons.
And
Yeah. Conrad
to
Hilton.
me, thank you. Now, y'all, that picture they showed of her when she was in the hotel,
Oh, back in the 80s.
yes. To me, that's Paris Hilton all over again. I saw
Yeah.
Paris when I saw that picture. Just as
Yes.
soon as they put it up, I said, "Is that Paris?"
Nah,
She looks just like her
she looked
mom.
just like her. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful girl, just like her mom. So I'm gonna give them that. But let me go back to this.
Pre-surgery.
Yeah,
Pre-surgery.
y'all, I'm sorry, but I think, and I'm gonna be the first person to say it. I think Kathy is doing some things that's similar to her little sister, Kim.
Yeah, something's not right because she's not.
She's not all there,
No,
man.
she's
She's
not all
sleep.
there.
Every time she's on, she's just waking up last. You know what I'm saying?
Like a
The girl-
vampire. She sleeps. Sleeps during the day and up all night. That's what they say. She creeps around all night long and
All
she
night.
sleeps all day.
Like her
All night
sleeping
putting
pattern is off.
Putting Visine, what is it? Putting the wrong thing in her eyes. What she?
Yes, she did. Look, she ought to be glad it wasn't crazy glue.
Yes, she. For sure. And then tripping, girl. Then she gonna ask you need help with everything. You need come on, seriously.
Well, but then
Yeah.
in her favor, you kind of got to think about it. She's been pampered for the last 30, 40 years.
Girl, I'm sorry,
No,
y'all.
seriously, she's been pampered. They've
Right.
done everything for her.
Right.
So,
I mean, but okay, she didn't grow up that way.
No,
I
but
mean,
they did.
she
But
grew
you know
up
what?
with money, but
Yeah, I was gonna
You
say
know?
they still grew up in Hollywood. It's kind of like adjacent Hollywood, like
Right.
maybe West Hollywood or something.
right.
But they, they were always in that business. 'Cause
Yeah, but
remember,
I think
Yeah.
I
putting
remember
on for the
them.
screen. She's
Huh?
putting on for the cameras now, though. I think
I
think
don't
she's
even know if
doing the most right
I,
now.
to a certain extent, yeah, and to the other extent, it's something wrong with her. She's not. Her mind is not completely there.
And I'm gonna say this too. We're gonna go out on a limb. I feel like the reason why she's so close to Kim is because her and Kim are doing some of the same things.
Oh,
And
You said that.
yeah, I'm saying that. I'm putting that out there because I mean the
That's
people
what it
could
seems
see.
like.
Anybody who watched the show.
Yeah,
You go
something's
back,
not
you know what
right.
it reminds me of? Kim. When Kim trying to do the show, she barely on the screen. You know what I'm saying? Because she's struggling. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In the background. And so when she do come out, she putting on a good face, but she's not really being, saying too much. You know what I'm saying? When she was
True.
on the show, she really wasn't in the forefront the way Kyle is. And I feel like Kathy giving me them Kim vibes.
right. Or do you think she's trying to finally come into her own voice? When you think about it, she was there trying to struggle when Kim and what's the other one's name? With the dark hair. I forgot.
Kyle.
Oh,
Kyle. When they
Mhm.
weren't getting along, she was in the middle. And
Yeah.
then she was there standing behind her husband. Maybe she's trying to come into her own now. Hopefully, the
Okay.
right way.
All right. I'm
Could
gonna let
be.
you have that, Tammy. I'm gonna let
Oh, okay. I'll get that a
only
little
because
bit
you
right there.
said it. If somebody else would have said it, I'd be like, girl, bye. I don't think so.
Could be. I still think she's something's
It's
not
you.
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's.
I just don't need Kathy on the show, y'all. I'm ready for Kathy.
I don't think she adds anything to the show.
You think she's gonna do the next season?
Yes. I do.
I
do?
don't. I don't.
Her
I can see
kids
them.
already giving her flack about it.
I could see
from
them.
Jump
You know
Street.
what? Because if they look at it, it's kind of embarrassing her on there. It's kind of embarrassing.
She not
No.
even dressing up like the girls.
No,
You know what I'm saying? Like
no.
she dressing like Grandma Mo somebody. You know what I'm saying?
No,
And
Real-
I know she's an older lady. Don't get me wrong. But
she's
when
not
you,
that old. She's not as
all the
old.
money she got, she's spending all of this money on getting her nose done. Didn't she get her nose done with Kyle? Allegedly.
Oh, I don't
When
know.
Kyle got
I
her
don't
nose
know.
done, they
She got
showed him
hers
in
done
the
too?
I saw a news article with her and Kyle. No, you know what? I'm gonna take that. I think Kyle was meeting her to get
No,
her
I was
nose
gonna
done.
say.
But
Yeah.
you know she
Yes.
didn't have work done on her face.
Oh yeah, you can
But
look
what I'm
at her.
saying is, if you're gonna have work done on your face to appear to be younger, you gotta dress. You gotta do something else. You can't be behaving like you 80 if you trying to look like you 40.
Yeah,
You
I
know
don't
what
think
I'm saying?
she's not gonna make it. I don't think she'll make it next year. I think they'll pluck her. She adds absolutely nothing to the show. Nothing.
Sorry, y'all. My dog just jumped on my lap. I don't know what that. He needs some attention. Okay. Anything else you want to talk about? We're gonna get back to Kathy though, y'all, because there's some other stuff Kathy said later on in the show. When in reference to this bank, I never knew how to use the bank stuff.
Again, she was pampered.
Right. She had people do everything for her.
They did
Really?
everything for her.
Yeah.
And I
Okay,
honestly
but
believe that.
just because you have people to do stuff, does that mean that you don't want to do it yourself?
Yes, they don't want
Yeah.
to do it themselves. Yes.
Look, let me tell you, if I had money like that, someone would be doing my hair and makeup every day.
Oh,
Hair and
yeah,
makeup is
that,
different.
yes.
But
yes.
my back.
Yes.
Oh no, I would know about my money.
Now,
That's
yeah, I'm
what I'm
gonna
saying.
watch my money.
Yeah, I would
I
know
have to
about
be
my
dealing
money.
with the bankers, y'all. I mean, I need to go check in. Oh, let me call Ralph. Ralph, can you? I'm gonna come into the bank today. I need to, I want to look
Right.
at the. What about going to the bank to check like safety deposit boxes? Don't they have boxes at the bank?
Yeah, they do, but again, she doesn't know what's up.
I
Yeah,
just
Look,
I just think that she putting a
she had
little.
enough money
yeah.
to
Her
to
husband.
shop Beverly Hills,
Mhm.
Yeah,
Rodeo Drive.
Right,
They had the nice cars, the nice houses. She
right,
didn't need anything.
yeah.
She didn't need
right.
Money.
anything.
That's true. Money was in the account. All she had to do was swipe. Accountant take care of
That's
And
everything
it.
boom.
else.
She didn't need anything.
But
Yeah.
look what that got Erika Jayne. Okay.
Yeah, but
Now
Erica's
going
different though.
into the bank,
Erica,
honey. She
nah.
going into the bank now.
Yeah, but Erica's different because Erica's a little street smart. Erica knew
Hmm.
better than that. She knew
Okay, so
better
we're
than
gonna
that.
yes,
Yeah.
and we're gonna talk about her claiming she hadn't been to the bank since the first time was what she said March.
And that might be true
Yeah.
because and that's
Hmm.
probably true
She's a
because
she's
n-
a she used to strip girl. You don't that girl put money in the bank. All them $20 she was getting them $5 and $1 bills. She was getting that what's that club she was working at Shakers or something.
right, but she's
You know
talking about
she went to she didn't keep that money in no sock at her house.
no, but she's talking about since she married, that old man. Since she
Yeah.
married Tom,
Oh, so
she's
I
saying
took it that she was
that's
saying,
I don't
I'm
think
sorry.
so.
I thought she was saying she had not
I
been to
don't
the
think
bank
so.
Oh
at
yeah.
No,
all.
No.
Her
no,
Yeah.
no,
first
no,
No.
time
Mm-mm.
was.
no. Because she was a single mother for a long time,
Yeah,
Right.
so
that's
she
what I'm
had to go to
Right.
the
saying.
bank. No,
Okay, all right. All right, we're gonna move on to Miss Dorit. So my problem with Dorit is, and I'm gonna be real calm when I say this. Dorit was wondering why Erika would not trust her to come to her and talk to her about her financial issues and the things she's going through with her husband, right?
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Go ahead, Kissy. You was going to say something?
No. I'm listening.
Okay, all right. So here's Miss Dorit. Dorit has her own financial issues. And Dorit and her husband both, because on one episode she said, "Oh, I know how you feel. Um, my husband PK was going through all this stuff, had nothing to do with me.
Hmm.
Nothing to do with me. It was all him, and I got dragged into all his stuff." Okay. Here's the catch with that.
Mm.
The the IRS placed a federal tax lien on both of them. It was not just PK, it was Dorit and PK Kemsley that had that. And the first amount that they owed was $635,887. And that was on a bill from 2015, a tax bill from
Okay.
2015. And that was for both of them, not just PK. The second one was just PK. And it said that he failed to pay $289,423.67 for the years of 2014 and 2016. That was
Hmm.
just now we know about the Bellagio Hotel Casino where they said he owed them $1.7 million. Do y'all
Wow.
recall Dorit talking to Erika about any of those
No.
in the
No, she
show?
didn't.
No.
Never. You understand? But she weren't. Oh, why she don't want to talk? Maybe because that girl didn't read about your financial issues and you ain't trusting me. You not coming to me with it. So why am I supposed to come to you? I mean, honestly,
Right.
I would feel that way. We talking about financial problem, like millions of dollars being owed to big people like the IRS. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
I wouldn't really feel comfortable telling somebody that, and I know you got the same problems, but you're not talking to me. I'm not talking to you either.
Right.
Now that I'm going through my stuff.
Right. But see, Dorit should know that sometimes when you have a lot of legal issues, if
Hmm.
you have an attorney involved, he'll tell you you cannot discuss it with anyone. And she should know that. Some things
This
she supposedly didn't even know about her husband's stuff.
who we talking about,
So
Erika or Dorit?
no, Dorit. Can you
Okay,
hear me?
I understand that about Dorit
Uh-huh.
because what I was following Ronald Richards, and he's the attorney that's dealing with Erika, and he
Right.
said on a live show that I watched with another blogger, he said she has the right to talk about any part of her case that she wants to. A lot of people get on TV and say, "Oh, I'm not allowed to talk about that. Oh, I'm not allowed." He said, legally, they're allowed to say whatever they want about it. They just really don't want to. That's so they use that
Mm.
excuse of we're not allowed, but they are. You can legally talk about whatever you want to the public.
But if you
But
think about every housewife, every franchise, there has been at least one of the cast members that's had financial issues, and every
right,
single time they've always lied about it in the beginning and said, "Oh no, that's
Hmm.
not true." Every
right,
single time, if you think about it,
Right.
yes,
everyone,
Right.
there's always been, and they always do that. I can't talk about it, and they lie. Oh no,
right.
that's not happening, and then it comes out, oh yeah, it was happening. So
Exactly.
Or
she's
like,
just falling in line with everybody else.
right.
But
And then,
her, I really wouldn't talk about hers because
uh,
hers to me, Erica's is different than all the
right.
rest of them. All the rest of them was
Right.
just financial. This is
Mhm.
becoming a criminal. This is a criminal case. And
Right.
Yeah.
I just recently saw on something, so I can't really quote it, but what it said was basically is they're taking the stuff that Erica's saying on the Real Housewives,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're using it against her.
And they got a lot of stuff to use
Yeah, and they're
against her,
using it
baby.
against her.
A
So she
lot.
Hmm.
really shouldn't. If I were her, I would have opted out of this season. I'd have been like, you know what?
Right.
Maybe next year I would have opted out.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get back to that one, too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Remember that. You'd have opted out. Say that again, because I
All
got
right.
some things to tell you about that. Okay. So, my question is, does Dorit trust Erika the way she wants Erika to trust her?
No,
No.
they don't trust each other. None of
Each
them
other.
trust each
No.
other.
No, they
They're not
don't.
even friends.
The
They're
ones
Right.
who really
taking the
were
punk,
friends,
as
the
they
ones who
say.
were friends are gone. Like I really believe Teddy and Kyle were really good friends. They became really good
Right.
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
Right.
And for a time, I believe that Lisa Vanderpump
Pump
and
and Kyle
Kyle were really
We're
were
good
good
friends.
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 Hmm.
I
But
do
see,
too.
Exactly.
these shows break up friendships, they break up relationships.
Yes.
So,
Mhm. They do.
but these on here now, I don't think any of them are really good friends. I don't.
Right.
I think they
Right.
deal with each other
No.
because they have to. I bet you outside of work, none of these people hang out. I bet you none of
Now,
them.
do you think? I think
Mm-mm.
Lisa and Kyle might though.
Lisa Renna.
Yeah, and
Mm.
Kyle. They seem
Lisa,
I
like they're
don't
a little bit
know.
closer.
I don't know either.
I don't
You don't
know.
think so?
I don't think so.
I don't either.
No.
Okay.
I
All
Mm-mm.
think
right.
Kyle is still hanging out with Teddy. That's her
Oh,
friend.
Hmm.
yeah. They've
Yeah,
been. That's been like in the press and stuff like that. So
yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah.
believe, especially
Hmm.
with
Now
her little
Garcelle and
strict
Lisa
diet
Renna.
thing.
Now Garcelle and Lisa Renna, they've been knowing each other for over 20 years. But
That's
again,
right.
this show
Right.
messed up their friendship.
Exactly.
You think it was the show? I
Yeah,
think it
it
was
was the
Lisa
show.
Rinna.
I
It
do.
Lisa
was it
Rinna
was Lisa
messed
Renna.
up their friendship
It
because
was
of how
Lisa
she
Renna.
handled because she saw how she handled the other girl that was supposed to be a friend of
True.
10,
Right.
But
15 years. I don't want to be you. I'm not your friend. If y'all was closer than me and you know what I'm
right.
saying? Mm-mm. We not
Yes.
close.
She turned on a friend just to stay on the show, and that's what I
Yeah.
believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Hmm.
So we're gonna move on and talk about Crystal. I like Crystal.
Don't
That's
really
my
know much
baby.
about Krista. Krista doesn't really you don't really know. She just kind of sits
Right.
back, which is good. She
But it's
sits back
Crystal
and she listens.
herself, though. It's Crystal being herself. That's what I look at. I think
We
she
don't
being
know.
herself.
Maybe
Huh?
that's her. She just sits back and listens because she doesn't say much.
Right.
Look, except when it comes to Sutton.
Okay, let's talk about that. You
That's
notice
not
this
good.
time Crystal was like, I'm not staying in the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be at the La Quinta Hotel.
Yeah.
Okay. And you will not be able to open the door on me again. You know what I'm saying? She not giving her a second chance to make that mistake because I feel like she felt she did it on purpose.
Yeah, I'm not on Crystal's side with that one. Nope.
I
Mm-mm.
am.
No.
I'm not.
Team
No.
Crystal.
No.
I'm on Sutton's side.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I think Sutton, honestly, okay, Sutton was wrong. You knock on the door and you wait for somebody to say, come in. She didn't do that. She knocked and she went in. But they
Okay,
kind of
so
do
wait,
that.
we could agree that
We
Crystal
can't
never
agree
said,
that
"Oh,
she
come
should,
in."
right. She should have waited for
Okay,
her
go
to
ahead.
say it. Okay, but to me, it wasn't really a big deal because they run around the house half naked sometimes and party and dance on
But not
tables.
Crystal though. Not Crystal.
Okay, true.
Crystal knew. You know
True,
what I'm saying?
true,
You got to
true,
get to know a person first.
true.
Right.
But I think the way she kept bringing it up, it got played to me. It got played out really quickly, and it was
Exactly.
not as deep. I mean, I don't
But
know unless she was doing something that nobody said. I don't know what she was doing because she was
mm.
really offended. But no, I'm on
Yeah.
Sutton's side with that. I think she carried it a little bit too far. It wasn't
So
that
you
deep.
don't
Exactly.
think she had the right to be as offended as she was
No,
being caught not dressed?
No.
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 Because I think she was not dressed.
Okay,
Yeah, no, she wasn't.
but no.
Well, she was in her room.
They said, okay, but no.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
I
Baby,
think
check it out.
she got
Don't
she got mad
if I
because
don't know you and we done already had beef, don't come in on me when I ain't dressed.
Okay, but in Sutton's defense, she was trying to make up. This was kind of like a peace,
right.
a peace agreement. Let me give you this coat just to kind of break the
But she
ice to
still
let
should
you
have been
know.
work. She should have been walking on eggshells
Well, first
when
of all, she
she
shouldn't even
got
have
to
brought. I
that.
mean,
When
first of
she,
all,
when
who brings the coat in the middle of the night anyway? What's the big deal? She can get it in the
Right.
morning. That was that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I felt like, okay, you
yeah,
go to the door, knock, 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 no answer. Hey, it's me. I have your
yeah,
code.
yeah.
You understand? The point still comes across. You're trying to be nice and bring me my code. You ain't got to open
I
my door
know.
to prove that. I got
I
you.
like Sutton. She's a little dizzy, but I like Sutton.
Now, I'm going to tell you, though, but I do like Sutton.
I do
I'm
like her.
saying this, but I do like Sutton, but I do like Crystal. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
don't. I don't know much about Crystal. She doesn't really show much, so there's nothing
I
to
know I
dislike.
know she met her Disney man through the dating hotline, and I think
I didn't know that.
you didn't know about that, Kissy.
I missed that part.
Yeah, tell him, Tammy, tell him, because I think you
Yeah,
know.
I did hear about that. Yeah, she was talking about that, right? How they
Right.
met because they're like 20 some years apart,
Now
right?
that I know,
Yep.
you can see
Yeah.
that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell her what happened though, Tammy. She was working
Was she
when
working?
she was working for this company. It
Oh,
was
I
like a
Uh-huh.
missed that
call girl
part.
company that Crystal used to
Oh,
work for.
oh no, I didn't know that part. I missed. I don't know
Oh,
how I
yeah,
missed
but
that.
yes, she was like a secretary. She set the appointment, but she wasn't a call girl.
No, but I think she
Yeah.
was a call girl. Yeah,
Cause
No,
she was. I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
care what they say.
yeah. You know
She
how they
lying,
always
she
say
lying,
that.
she lying, she lying.
Kind of like,
She was a call
Mia.
girl.
Remember Mia? At first, Mia said, "No, I didn't
Yeah.
work. I wasn't a stripper." Then all of a sudden, yeah, I was a stripper. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
yeah,
Crystal, the same thing. Oh, I was
yeah.
a secretary. No, you was a call girl. Maybe
Who
you
in their right
pretended to be
mind
a
would even want to be
secretary
a
when somebody
secretary?
wanted paid you to be, but you
Who
was
is
yeah,
a
it?
call girl
Right.
first.
it was
I'm sure.
something like that. Yeah, but she said she wasn't a call girl at all.
Yeah,
Okay,
well, that's what
allegedly.
Hmm.
Mia said at first, and then she turned that around. It was 360 the next episodes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna come out.
But
It's
they
gonna
all
come out
do
that she
that,
was a call girl. You know it. I
I
mean,
Yeah.
think Nene was the only one that straight up from the beginning told them, "Hey, I was a stripper."
yeah, and she
Nene was
Yeah.
got a
straight.
lot of love for that though.
Yeah,
That's
she
what
was
the
just
That's
straight
people
right.
up. She was like,
That's
appreciate
"Yeah, I
that
right.
was
she
a stripper."
admitted it.
You
Cause
know?
That's right.
you got to know though, the world gonna find out sooner or later. Gonna
Right,
come out what you
right,
really was doing.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So just
Hmm.
be honest and bite the bullet.
Right.
So, but then I like Crystal. I like Crystal. Now tell me, what are you? You a fan of Crystals, or are you still trying to figure her out?
Actually, in a way, trying to figure it out. She's basically just observing, I believe, trying to find trigger points, what I believe,
Mm-hmm.
in the other girls.
Oh, so
That's what
you
I
think
think.
she being like they say Lisa Vanderpump was a sniper from the side. So you think she on the side, laid up in the cut, trying to see what's happening with everybody else before she come
Uh-huh.
out and be herself?
Yep. To get on the second season. Yep.
I think so.
Hmm.
That
That's what I
makes
believe.
sense. That makes
Yeah.
sense. What you think, babes? Kissy.
Look, she's
Uh
laying
oh,
low and
Kissy
watching.
frozen. Huh?
She just laying low.
She
Can you hear me?
frozen.
Can you hear me?
Okay, I
Okay.
got you
Yeah, I can
back.
hear
I
you.
got you back. Now what
Oh.
you said?
Okay. No, I said I think Crystal's just laying low and watching through the cut.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
She's just
Yep.
watching.
Well, at least she's not trying to do the most like that girl is on Potomac, the new girl trying to do the most. Too fast, too soon, too much.
Yeah, she's
A
trying too
scholar?
hard. Yeah.
A scholar?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
no.
And I like
Yeah,
a
no.
scholar. I really think
Hmm.
to me,
What do you
she's the
like
most
about her?
beautiful one on there,
She
y'all.
is
To
pretty.
me.
Oh no.
She's
Mhm.
the
I
most
agree with you.
beautiful, even out of Giselle and Karen. She is the most beautiful
She
girl on
really
that show
is.
now. To
She
Mhm.
me,
really
I
Yeah.
is.
love all of her eyes, and she's very exotic looking, and I think she's beautiful.
Did you say all of her
Mhm.
eyes? How many does she have?
Girl, no, I was
Did I
trying
guess
to
I missed.
say,
Did I miss about two or three of them? I saw
I,
two, but maybe I missed
I
about
was
two or three of
trying to say her eye, her two eyes.
them. Not the two in back of her head, just the two in the front.
No, just these two.
Yeah, I like.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I like her. I mean, I think the thing about a scholar is I think she's coming out just too fast, too hot and too heavy, too fast.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
too
she's doing the
fast, too
same
Yeah.
thing that
furious.
Wendy did. Remember Wendy did that last year?
Yes,
She
she
did.
did.
She was like
Mhm.
picking at Ashley, and everybody's like, well, "Is this not your beef? What's your problem?"
Yeah,
You
Right.
know,
trying to
Right.
make
trying
herself
to
a
stay on
part
the
of the
show.
crew.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Hmm
Sometimes you got to be like, I guess you got to be like Crystal and just sit in the cut and watch.
I
Mhm.
think there's a fine medium there, though. I
Yeah.
think either you're gonna come in and do too much, or you're gonna come in and do too little.
Hmm.
You gotta
Right.
kind of, gas it and let it go, and
Well,
then
she did
gas
do
it a
that.
little bit.
Well, she did do that. She did do that with Sutton. I was like, oh my
Yeah,
God, are you guys talking about this again? It's
yeah,
Yes.
she
over.
did.
It's over.
She did. And so with Kyle, y'all, I need to go to Kyle.
Mm.
Kyle is jealous, and I'm gonna just
She
flat out
is.
just let the world hear it.
She
Kyle,
is.
you are jealous of your sister Kathy. You have always aspired to be what Kathy is. Have a man with buku money, or at least have buku money yourself. You know what I'm saying? Either you or your husband. And I feel like um it kind of falls under the lines of like the older sister, little sister kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Most little sisters do look up to their oldest, their big sisters, and they want to be like, they aspire to be like them in some way, shape, or form. But I believe that Kyle is jealous because Kyle never wanted a sister on the show in the first place.
Well,
Kyle, I believe she wanted the show to herself. I don't
I
think
do
she ever
believe that.
wanted Kathy on it at all.
Mhm.
You
I
know?
do that, but I don't believe Kyle is jealous of Kathy anymore. I think it's the other way around. I don't think Kathy's really jealous of Kyle because she has too
Hmm
much money to be jealous, but I think she's jealous of the notoriety that she has now. I think that's
Mhm.
Okay.
why Kathy came on there. She's like, wait a minute, so both of my sisters did it, so
hmm
let me do it, you know.
Right.
But money
Right.
wise, Kyle's husband is loaded now. He is
Kyle
Right.
loaded.
husband, he loaded for a little while. For a
He
little
is
while.
loaded.
Because the old people buku money. Now you know he in the
No,
middle
he
of
don't have the Hilton, the old school, old money, whatever. But her husband is doing. I heard that he's like one of the top realtors in
yeah,
LA.
he is.
Right.
But
Yeah,
you know he's involved in this thing with this I think it's an African princess. I mean Prince,
I
where
did
they
hear a little bit about that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
millions of dollars. I think it was like almost 10 million, or at
I
least 10
did
million.
hear. I did hear a little
That's a
bit
lot
about
of
that.
money to owe somebody.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Wow.
And if he has to pay that money back, that's gonna hit them real, real hard.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's true. That's true.
And
But he used to work for Kathy's husband, right?
that's right,
right,
Conrad.
Yeah.
right. And
And then
that's
he
No,
where the
branched
rift
out
Conrad's
on
came
his.
in.
grandfather.
Then he
Conrad's
branched out on
grandfather.
his own.
Right. But the rift
Yeah.
came in because they say he stole some of the employees from Kathy's husband's company.
But people
What?
do that though. I
Yeah.
mean, honestly, that's kind of the name of the game. That's a cutthroat business.
Yeah. I
That's
mean, you
the
can't
people.
really, and to me, when you have family and businesses, you got to expect people to make Mauricio is not blood family.
No.
Mhm.
Mauricio comes from nothing compared to, and I'm not saying he comes from nothing. I'm saying
Mhm.
compared to where his wife's
Right.
family is, he
Mhm.
comes from nothing. So this is a man that in his own, you marry into a family like that, you almost have something to prove. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I
Yeah.
think that that's his mentality. I gotta hustle. I gotta get up here. I have something to prove to my wife's family and my wife that
Probably.
Mhm.
I can make money. I'm smart. I can do
Right.
this. And that's probably why he didn't mind taking. He probably was the people he took. I'm like this though. You can't take nobody from
That's
somebody.
right. I was getting ready to say
Right.
that.
You can't do that.
I was
Exactly.
gonna
The
say that.
people left because they choose
Right.
to
That's
leave.
what I was gonna say. Maybe they,
Just like your
maybe,
man, if your man, let me stop because
but it's the same thing. You know, you
Yeah, that's
apparently
true.
they
somebody
wanted to go.
look. I had a friend of mine tell me, "I've been watching your show, and what you're saying is sticking in my head." I'm like, "Oh, let me."
Yeah, they wanted to go.
Yeah, they wanted to go.
They
Yeah.
They
left.
wanted to go. And no
Yeah,
matter what the Hiltons could have, nothing they could have done to make them stay,
that's
but
right.
probably
Apparently
offer them
not.
more money. And I don't
Yeah,
think they was
Mm-hmm.
willing to do that,
Right.
probably not.
you know. But with what I was going to say, Kyle
How?
said that she wants to be self-sufficient. When they was at the table, oh, we're all jealous of Kathy. We want to be Kathy. Kyle said, I would like to be self-sufficient. Dorit came back and said, if you don't have to work, why would you?
Why?
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Right.
Why not be Kathy?
right.
And to me, I call liar, liar, liar
Mm-hmm.
to Kyle. Kyle knew well if her man was that Hilton man and she had all this money and could order food every day, order somebody to bring her chia seeds in a straw every morning, she would not be doing anything. You know what I'm saying? But what she wanted to do, she wouldn't
Yeah,
have opened up those clothing stores that she opened up. She did all of that because she had to, not because I don't want to say had to. I'm gonna
yeah. I
say
don't think so.
she chose to do it because she wanted to make more money. Everything you're doing is to make more money. Now, once you
True,
get
Right.
to a point to where you have a whole lot of money, you ain't doing nothing no more. And
but I
that's
don't
where
Right.
even
Kathy
know.
at.
I don't even know if Kyle's would be like that because Kyle, they had enough money. I think
Right.
when you get on these shows, the if you're realistic about it, what you want to do is you want to brand yourself. They do that.
Right.
And if you're smart, and your show is pretty hot, go ahead and brand yourself. And I think she was branding herself. And I think
Of
it was a
course.
smart move. Because
Yeah,
Exactly.
I used to like, I really liked the way she dressed. And I think she used to get
me
a lot
too.
of people saying, "Hey, where'd you get that? Where'd you get that?" So
Right.
she figured,
Hmm.
"Hey, maybe that's my thing. I'm not acting, so let me
Hmm.
be a designer. Let me own a boutique." And I think it was a smart move. I actually
Now,
liked her
y'all think
clothes.
she
I
really?
can't afford her clothes, but I like her clothes.
I like
Mm-hmm.
her clothes. Now, Kyle can dress. I
Yeah,
really do like the way
Yeah.
yeah.
Kyle
I like
dress.
the way she dresses.
I think she's up there with Dorit and them. When she wants to really dress, she pull out some good
No,
stuff.
I
I
like
like
her
her stuff.
better because I think Dorit and is just too showy. I think Dorit and Sutton sometimes can be too showy, especially Dorit. I mean, she'll come
But
out literally with
yeah.
Gucci from her head down to her toenail polish.
Oh
Like
yeah,
it's just Gucci, Gucci. I think it's too much. It's even Kyle has said
Mm-hmm.
it. Kyle's like, okay, this might be a little bit over the top. It's a
exactly.
little too much. It's a little too
Yeah.
showing. Yeah.
And
Especially
isn't that the
the last two seasons,
Yeah,
especially.
yeah.
Yeah.
When she wants to dress, she looks really nice,
Mm-hmm.
but it's always the ponytail down to her feet. It's
Yeah.
always
too
over the top.
much?
It's always
Yeah.
Yeah.
too much.
But
Yeah.
isn't that supposed to be the sign of a person that don't really have a lot of money like they claiming?
Not
You know what I'm saying? Like they say, okay, the people who have money don't really show their money. You know what I'm saying? The
to a
people
certain
who really
extent.
got money like that, they don't have to wear, all that Louis Vuitton,
Mm-hmm.
LVLV, CCCs, everything, everywhere for Coach, DGs for Dolce and Gabbana.
No.
They'll have on a Dolce and Gabbana outfit, but in order for you to know it, you'd have to have been at the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
You'd
I
have to be
believe
keeping up.
you
They
can look
don't
at them.
dress like that.
Yeah, but you can look at their house and see they got money now. How much money? I don't know, but they got money.
Mm-hmm.
No, I just think she's
Yeah.
showy. I think it's just I think she's one of those look at me, me, me. Like all eyes
Mm-hmm.
on me. Because
Yeah.
you could see
Okay.
her
Yeah.
gradually turning into that. Because
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
about it, when she first started, she had this British accent. And slowly, and then Erika said, "I thought you were from New Jersey." And slowly but surely, the accent is going away.
Yeah,
So I
yeah. You
think,
noticed that too?
yeah,
I
yeah,
noticed
Yes.
it too. I said, where'd
Hmm.
the accent go? Because
yeah,
they
it's
did like
gone.
a flashback of her talking, I think. And I was like, oh, that sound a little different than what I'm hearing
Right.
right now,
Yeah,
girl.
accent left.
She gotta check her little self. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. If you gonna do something, baby, you gotta stay on top of it, especially on
True,
TV.
true.
You
Right.
can't because people gonna call you out on it all day long because we looking for something to
Exactly.
talk about.
But they do it. They change their nose and then they say they didn't. I mean, at least Kyle is one of the few that's honest.
Hmm.
You
Now,
know,
was she honest because they busted her coming out of the clinic?
honestly, I don't even think
Because they
Kyle.
took a picture of her and her sister coming out of the plastic
Okay,
surgery
yeah,
doctor place. So
but
I
I
think she
still,
had to kind of say that.
I don't honestly, I don't even think she would even care. Like,
Yeah,
she seems a little more, I don't want to say down to earth, but yeah, compared to the other two
she
sisters,
is a
yeah,
lot more done.
she is a little
Yes,
more down to
Hmm.
earth.
and as
Right.
much as I'm not gonna say I dislike Kyle because I don't dislike Kyle. Okay, let's say this: out of all the girls on the show, who would y'all say y'all would click with? Which one of them would y'all say, oh, that's my
Mm.
type of girl? I could see
Mm.
myself calling her, talking to her, saying, girl, let's go get coffee,
On
or
that
let's go have a
show,
drink.
on
Yeah,
that show,
on that show.
honestly, Kyle,
Kyle.
Kyle.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And you know who I'm gonna tell y'all, I like Kyle, but I wouldn't see myself clicking with Kyle. I don't like Kyle enough. I don't like her enough.
You don't
I
hate her,
like
you
her
just don't
this
like her
much.
enough.
I don't like her enough. I
You
like
only
her
like
enough
her.
to film with her. You know
You
what I'm
only
saying? Like,
like her
oh, we
this
going
much.
to your house? Okay,
You
baby,
said you only
I come
like her
to your
this
house.
much. This much.
Huh?
That's you only like her this much.
No, a little bit down, a little
Okay,
bit,
then you know what? You might as well just call that a war. You don't like her because that's not even enough to
just
even count. If
just a
that
little
that
bit,
doesn't
girl,
count.
just
That's
a
not even
little bit,
eight. That's
babe.
not even one
I,
16th. That doesn't count.
oh yeah, okay, well then. So, but I think I would click with. Honestly, it would be girl crazy, crazy Lisa Renner.
Oh no,
Mm-mm.
she'd
Like
be the last
Lisa.
one.
Lisa funny, y'all. Now don't give me I ain't saying I would be her best friend because I
Kyle
don't
is
trust
funny.
her. I don't trust
Kyle
her.
actually
But
is the
I like
funniest.
hanging with her. I would hang with her
Kyle,
because she crazy.
Kyle to me is the funniest one. Like the stuff that she says when she imitates people. And Kyle is the
She do
most
such good imitations.
and Kyle is the
Yeah.
most perceptive. She peeps people's games. She does more so than the other.
And she does do great
Lisa Renna
imitations.
is sneaky. I'm telling you, she's
Yes,
fake.
she
Like
is.
I don't believe nothing she says. She's fake. She's faking the funk on this show to stay
And
on
she,
here.
yes, and
She's
she's
fake.
hiding some things, and it's going to come out.
Yeah,
Watch.
I
I
don't,
believe that.
mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Mm-hmm.
she's fake. That
Mm-hmm.
whole letting everybody know what's going on in my life, I don't believe it. It's fake. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't care for Kyle too much. Nah. I said it, I meant it, and that's what it's gonna
No,
be.
Kyle has her
Nah.
moments like, you up and
Mm-hmm.
down. Like last year, I
She
wasn't feeling her a lot when she was hanging out
I
with
miss
Teddy.
LVP, y'all. I want LVP back.
Now, see, that's who I would really hang out with. Lisa Vanderpump. That would
Oh
be
my
who I would.
That's who
gosh.
I would roll
Yeah.
with. If
That's
she
that's
was
who it
on
would
the
be.
show, I'd be with LVP all day, every day.
Well, she's
That's
gonna
my
have to buy
girl.
you lunch
I
because you
don't
all
like
couldn't.
her swines though, because they be
She'd
trying to
have to
bite
buy.
people.
She'd have to buy you lunch because you couldn't afford to eat in the restaurants that she eat in. The ones that don't have prices on them. I don't think so.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Lisa,
Hey
you
T
buying me lunch
Trina,
again?
I see you up in the chat, girl. You could hit the little link I dropped if you want to come in at any time, honey. I see you. Thank you for showing up.
Oh, so you're letting people know they can come in?
Yeah. Yeah, I dropped the see y'all, I told y'all I'm learning. Y'all helping me. We working this thing out, babes, and I appreciate y'all. Okay, so we're gonna move on to who else I wanted to talk about. Hmm. Let's go ahead on and talk about Garcelle. Garcelle said a month ago, I asked Miss Erika Jayne, was there a third party involved? And Miss Erika Jayne said, no. With a straight face. Y'all saw that? I mean, serious straight face. She was like, no.
And now,
Then Crystal tells her she admitted to us he cheated on her. What? See, now that just makes me say, you lying to your friends.
Mm-hmm.
You lying to your friends.
Yeah, but they're not really her friends, though.
But
No.
you're lying. I mean, I'm just saying for the sake of what she's dealing with.
Right.
At this point, this ain't the time for you to be lying to everybody on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna tell some lies, do it off camera. You know what I'm saying?
She's making it
Don't
up
be.
as
You
she
got to
goes.
keep up with what you're saying when you're on this
Yeah, she's
television.
making it up
Right.
as she go along. I think.
Right.
At this
She
point,
is.
she's making it up as she go along.
She can't afford to
Exactly.
do
Because
that.
she's not
though.
really a good actor. Because I don't believe. I mean, okay, we go from Ice Princess for the last few years. Where remember when Kyle and Teddy last year? I forgot where they were, Spain or somewhere, and they
Yeah.
got drunk. And Teddy said,
Yeah.
"You act like you don't really want to be around us. Why are you here?"
Mm-hmm.
And she went
Yeah.
off on them.
She sure
And then Kyle even told her, Kyle said, "You act like you don't want to be around us. Every time you get around us, you act like you're mad. You act like we get on
Yeah.
your nerves, blah, blah, blah." That's how she's acted the whole time. Now, you
Right.
notice when this season started, all of a sudden now she's everywhere they're at. She's smiling, she's hugging, she's
Exactly.
dressing down. She's
Oh,
wearing
she better
combat,
dress down.
she's wearing
She
Mm-hmm.
better
combat boots
dress down.
instead of her 6-inch heels. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm
Guess
not
what?
faulting.
She
Yeah.
better
She's not
dress
good at it.
down. All this money that
She's
she owe
playing this
people.
role. She's playing
Yeah.
this
It's a
role.
role.
Yeah.
It's a whole role.
Exactly.
All
Yeah, I
the
don't
money
believe
you owe people, baby, you better wear you some New Balance tennis. Is
Right.
what you need to
Right.
be wearing.
Yeah.
And a Walmart jogging suit from Walmart. That's what you
I
need to
actually
be
saw a
wearing.
picture
All
of
the
her
money
in.
you owe me.
I saw a
Like
picture. Yeah.
like your boy Ike told Tina, Sue Records. All the money we owe Sue Records. You better get up in here and sing this song.
True.
Erika better get to work
Nah.
on this, baby. So my thing, you guys, with Erika, we talked about the fact that she claiming she never went to the bank before. Well, I'm saying that's the way I took it. Y'all are saying she did, but just since she's been married to
With
Tom.
him.
Okay,
Right.
I
Mm-hmm.
got that. So, but she's sticking to her narrative that Tom is sick and his mind is gone. Let's get into this Erika Jayne conversation now, because we're gonna close out with this one. So here's my theory, ladies, about this whole situation with her and her husband. And the bottom line is that Erika Jayne and her husband has been connected with each other on taking money from airplane crash victims, the burn victims, and everybody who's keeping up knows. Now, right before that came out, Erika filed for divorce, right? Claiming that
Mm-hmm.
she couldn't handle it no more. He was being mean to her and da 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 da. Okay. Now, then she tells the story last week that Tom had a car accident, drove past his house that he's been driving to for over 20 years. And
Drove
can't
behind
nobody
him.
tell me that was his first time driving to his house drinking. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You didn't. Okay, I ain't gonna say what I've done. I'm gonna say you can't tell me that this man ain't never drove home drinking before. You understand?
Right.
Now all of a sudden he drive home for the first time, and then he goes past the house, down some ditch or something in by the house, or down a road. There's no road. All the bloggers then pulled it up, then showed the maps and all that she talking about. Nothing exists. No road exists that she spoke of by her house. So we know she lied about that. But all of that was to start the narrative of, or begin or explain her narrative of Tom has Alzheimer's. You notice she never came out and said Tom has Alzheimer's. What she was saying, all you hear her saying is Tom has a problem.
Yeah.
Tom's mind is not right.
Right.
Something is wrong with Tom. Tom started repeating himself more than once. Tom defecated on himself and he didn't even realize it. Tom, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she never used the words Tom has Alzheimer's, because then I know my guts is telling me she knows she's lying.
Yeah.
If she
Because
said
I
that.
don't believe that.
I
No.
don't believe it either.
That's
No.
just for this lawsuit. I don't believe it.
I don't
Let me
believe
tell
it
you
at
something.
all.
He works for one of the biggest firms in LA.
Yeah.
If she
Mhm.
saw that his mind, that he was starting to not remember things, they saw it too.
Mm-hmm.
They would have
Right.
told him, you know what,
Right.
you're not sharp anymore. It's time for you to go. They can't. He said he would be a
Bingo.
liability.
A
He would be
long
a
Yeah.
time ago,
liability.
Kissy.
He would be a
Exactly.
Long
li-
time.
He would be a
Exactly.
liability to the company. They couldn't keep him
Right.
there. She's making it up as she goes along, and she's not a very good
Exactly.
actress. She's not a very good
Right.
actress
How she
because
got that role on Broadway? Who paid them
I
to
think that
hire her?
Lisa Renner is not a good actress either, and she
And
had that
she did
same
that
role.
too.
Nene
Right.
had that same role. Everybody give them that same role. If you think
It,
about it,
they have a good publicist that's getting them on those
yeah, they do.
shows. They have a
Right.
good publicist. Yeah.
Right. I want
Yes.
y'all to know, Miss Entree Tips said, love the show and your topics. Hi, beautiful ladies.
Oh,
Oh,
what's her
hello,
name? Andrea.
Andrea
Andre.
Oh,
Tips.
that's a pretty name.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Very
you.
sweet. Thank you for watching.
Yes. Thank you.
So, yeah, so with her, she's so my this is my theory. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
That's my way of saying y'all better not tell me I'm wrong.
Well, if you know me, if I think you're wrong, I'm gonna let you know you're wrong.
Okay, here we go. So, this is my theory. Tom said they're gonna come after me for the money. It's coming, right?
Yep.
So here's what we're gonna do. You mad at me. I'm a horrible person. We're gonna use the typical reason for a divorce. The man cheated on the wife. Okay. That's what everybody. That's what happened. And it's kind of
Mhm.
a good, it's a kind of a good little getaway excuse because most men do cheat on their wives. You know
Okay,
what I'm
but
saying?
he's like 112 now. Seriously, that's the
Yeah.
difference, though.
But guess
See,
what? I'm
And
gonna tell
see,
y'all,
who is cheating with?
my grandfather was in his 70s with a 30-year-old woman. And I'm
And your
serious.
grandfather was probably 70 and looked like he was 57.
He was. He was a
Tom is
handsome
85
Indian
and he
looking
looks
man.
like
A
he's 100
handsome Cajun Indian white man. He was
mhm.
beautiful and
Okay.
fine. He was.
Okay. Tom looks like he's 112. Who is cheating with him?
Mhm.
Somebody that want them dollar
Okay,
bills.
and maybe so.
Mhm.
That's
Even
who.
even if it is, you're right, because
Because
that has
remember, he
happened.
was paying for allegedly he was sleeping with one of the judges. And and
Oh,
Erika said that he was
mhm.
paying her bills, like paying for like some type of surgery she had or something. I don't
Yeah.
forgot what it was,
Yeah.
plastic surgery bill or something. But the point is for money. Go ahead, Kissy. I'm
Right.
See,
sorry. For money.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, go ahead. My light. I had to.
Go ahead, Tammy. You was going to say something.
okay, now I don't think he wanted to get a divorce. I don't. Now, what I think that there was some rumbling going on, what was going to happen. He told
Mm-hmm.
her what was getting ready to go down.
Mm-hmm.
She hawtailed, but in the meantime, she had to find a way to keep herself out of it. I think she wore a wire. Allegedly, that's my reasoning.
Well, why you
I
wear, girl? When, girl? How, girl?
if
It's
she wore a
possible.
wire around her husband and was just
Uh,
asking him questions and all this stuff and get him to talk,
mm-hmm.
she's a little too confident for some reason to be going through all this stuff. A little too confident.
That is true.
I I think she turned evidence in against her husband. I may be wrong.
She
I
ain't
don't
giving up
know.
the books yet, though. No, she not. Because Sammy, they've been on her case about turning over the books, her financial books. She has
Well,
not done that. She refused to do that. And I'm gonna tell you why.
be,
Okay, go ahead.
oh, I'm sorry. It's going to show how much money he was really giving her,
Oh.
Okay,
and say she don't want them to see that.
okay, that's my point. So
Hmm.
here's my theory. I'm going back to what I was saying. So he tells her, babes, you're gonna have to hold the money down.
Hmm.
Okay. You hold the money down. I might have to go to jail, but if I go, I'm going to federal pen, right?
Hmm.
I'm old already. Maybe I can convince them that I have Alzheimer's or something. I don't have to spend that time
Hmm.
in
Yeah.
jail. They're gonna put me in a nice little comfy, cozy, chilled out
Okay.
mental prop place. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be
Hmm.
good, right?
Right.
I could do a couple of years over there. That's good, right? You
Hmm.
hold down this money though. You don't let nobody know where the money at. You have to hide the money. Now they showed
Hmm.
They showed a picture of her. Remember, they showed her catching a private jet somewhere.
Mhm.
They never said where
Right.
she was going. They just said they saw her. She was boarding a private jet by herself. Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I think she went to take the money somewhere and hid the money on the jet. Now, let me say this.
Wow.
The reason why I'm saying that is because if you go back, I went back and I watched not the first season she was on, the second season. Remember when she had that birthday party at their house and her husband brought her mama to surprise her? Okay, her husband was talking to Mauricio and PK, and Mauricio said, yeah, you have a private plane. You have two. He said, oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I sure do. And the camera was just leaving off of them when he said, he was saying, yeah, I do. And man, I love having those planes. Then he says, because when you have your own plane, you can you could stash in it, you could put in it or stash in it or something like that. But he said, put in it anything you want and you'll never get checked when you leaving out.
Okay.
Just like
Yeah.
that. And
Yeah.
see, when he said that, I said, oh,
But if she's doing that,
baby,
she's putting money
you've
away
been
just for
putting that money in.
herself, not for
I
him.
believe she put that money in that jet, baby, because things was
Yeah.
getting hot. Because that was right around the
Yeah.
time that they had found out it came out that she gave Lisa Rinna, right, Kissy? Remember what something about she gave Lisa Rinna that money?
That's what they're saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then Lisa Rinna probably was like, look, girl, you got to come get this, baby. This thing's getting too hot. Go ahead.
But I tell you what, if you notice, Lisa, who normally is most almighty, tongue everlast, if you notice, she's not saying much.
Nothing.
Not a word.
Exactly.
She's not talking.
Exactly.
She's just
Not
watching. She's just looking at everybody else and seeing how everybody is reacting to Lisa. To Erika. She's not talking.
That's
right.
unlike her.
That's not normal.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
That's unlike her.
Not right
Yeah.
with her.
Mhm.
Something's not right.
They shared the same manager.
That's right. I
See?
did hear that.
Mm-hmm.
They have the same manager.
So they are closer than people realize that they are.
So,
Is my point. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I believe that that's what's up. And I believe that she holding that money down and Tom said, listen, hide this money. You pretend like you carry my narrative. I have a problem with my mind. Make sure everybody knows it. Talk about it every chance you get. And that's what she's been doing. Every time she on the screen, Tom has I'm worried about time. I'm worried about time.
Oh yeah.
Nah, go ahead.
Because he took care of her. He's been taking care of her. But I still think she turned evidence in against him. I think she wore a wire. I really do.
But then why they not saying that they found anything yet?
Oh, they're still investigating.
Yeah, they're not gonna give up.
So you saying they're gonna hold on to it? They're gonna hold on to it until they get all the rest of it.
Oh
yeah. They're not gonna give up. They're not gonna. They're smarter. They're smarter than her. She's talking too much. They're not gonna give up.
Right.
Yeah.
Somebody,
and she dumb.
I don't know who her manager is, but her manager, or her lawyer should tell her she should have opted out of the show. Remember, I'm reminded to opt out. She should have opted out.
But I believe that they probably. I don't know. I think that if she has great attorneys, I believe they did tell her to get out the show. But I'm telling y'all, she's following the advice of her husband still. She talking about she not talking to that man. She talking to that man. You understand? She slipped up what we said about the wiring. Go ahead, Kissy. Talk about it, baby. Talk about it, baby.
Look, she got a burner. She got one of those burner phones like they have on. Those flip burner phones that you get, you use them like 3 times and you throw them away.
Yeah, toss them in the lake somewhere.
Tom's like, look, I'm gonna call you at 10:12. Make sure you pick up the phone.
Right.
Got a burner phone somewhere.
But what if her management company?
Kissy sent me an article on what's it, Radar Online?
Page 6.
Page 6. And in the article it was talking about, remember how she went in on Garcelle on the couch, and Garcelle was like, well, if you don't mind me telling you, oh hey Elijah White, thank you for watching.
Oh,
fire,
hey buddy,
thank you, baby. So she went in on Garcelle on the couch, right? And everybody's looking like, what in the world is really going, like, it was, even Sutton was like, baby, it was a comment about you speaking to, your ex-husband calling you, not speaking, but calling you, and you behaving like this. And what Sutton said, normally when somebody behave like that, it's more to it. It's something about that. Something else is gonna get my New Orleans accent. I said something else. Something else. Something else is going on. So in the article that she sent me, when it explains that pretty much that Erika was not really meaning everything she was saying to Garcelle. She was saying it to Garcelle, but she was really saying it to the cameras, to the production people that were producing everything. And I'm gonna let Kissy, you explain why.
Well, what they said is when she made the comment and said, "Hey, Tom's calls me every day, all day." They said that as they were walking away. They had no idea that production heard them say that. So Garcelle had, from what the page 6 says, Garcelle had kind of walked off a little bit, and she told Garcelle, Erika told Crystal, "Don't mention this. Do not mention what I just told you." Garcelle didn't hear it. So when Garcelle brought it up, that production asked like 3 times in the car, "Hey, Crystal, bring it up about Tom calling." And Crystal was like, "No, I'm not doing that." Then they got to Garcelle. Garcelle, "Hey, bring up about Tom calling." Garcelle didn't know. She brought it up. So
Right.
Recently I just saw something on IG from Lisa Rinna.
Yes.
And Lisa said that Erika went off on production after the filming of that show because she said, "You guys, Garcelle didn't know, but you did that intentionally to cause drama." And they said she went off on them for like 30 minutes straight. She went off on them.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell you, the only thing that bothered me about that scene was I'm gonna need Garcelle to be the Black woman that I know she really is. That's what I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need Garcelle to step into her Blackness. I know you're around all of these Caucasian beautiful ladies. There's nothing wrong with being yourself, Garcelle. I've said this from the beginning, that I've never felt Garcelle was being very authentic. You understand? The same way I feel about Miss Kathy. I don't believe she's being authentic. There are situations that happens that, like, okay, people tell me you expect people to react the way you react.
No, but see, you got to remember.
I don't though. But I mean, would you have handled it? You would have handled it that way, Kissy?
No, I wouldn't have handled it that way. I would have told her, "I don't know who you think you're talking to, but
you made."
No, she would not even try to embarrass me in front of everybody when I'm just bringing up something that you told me.
That's right.
No, but what I'm saying is, no, I do believe Garcelle. I mean, yeah, I think so. Garcelle, she dated mostly white guys and stuff. I think she's being her authentic self. I do. I think she's. I do. I think this is really her. I think she could have went off. I think when she goes off, she goes off. But
to me, that would have been a great. That would have been a great TV moment.
She felt like she really hurt Erika.
Right, and because Erika's going through a lot right now.
Like, okay, well,
okay, so all right, now, okay, maybe I'm
not feelings. So now we both get ready to go off now.
So maybe I'm not taking that on this, I guess, because I don't really care about what Erika feeling. That's why.
No, I know.
I'm sorry, because Erika didn't pay them people. No, she don't care about none of the victims. She's never came out and said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, my husband did this." You guys, I'm acknowledging the fact that I'm telling y'all I didn't know anything about it, and I am willing to do whatever I can.
She didn't know anything. She did say she didn't know anything, and she did say those poor people, who were killed or something like that.
Those
didn't make a comment like that. But I'm gonna tell you what I think. I don't think she knew about that.
I don't think she knew about that. No.
I think
you don't think she knew?
No, that was his business. No.
I'm about to pass out up in here.
No,
how you think she didn't know?
No,
everything she's doing is leading to she knows.
I'm gonna tell you what I think. I think Tom is one of those old school men. He had the pretty trophy wife. He gave her money She lived her life. She didn't ask any
She
questions. She didn't
worked
tell
for
no
time.
lies.
She
Huh?
worked for time. She
I'm
worked in the
telling you.
office for time for a
I'm
long time.
I'm telling you, I bet you $1. She did not, that particular part, I bet you she did not know. Now, he probably told her the truth after the fact, and all this other stuff is fabricated. Like, I don't believe nothing she's saying now. Everything she's saying
Hmm.
to me is a lie.
So when you trying to say she knew? You think she knew when? After when she said
When
I
the
want a
stuff
divorce?
came,
Maybe he
she knew
told her
about
and
When
she
it
said, okay, that's it. I want a divorce. That's what you're saying?
when
I
things
think
started
she
coming
knew.
out,
Huh? What
when
you say?
things started coming out, that's when I
Yeah,
think she found out a lot.
that's what I think
Yeah,
too.
So y'all believe
yeah.
them tears she was giving us when her mascara was falling. Oh, and she
No,
was
no,
in the
no, no,
park.
no, 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 no.
Oh,
No, no,
everything's
no.
No, no, she was lying. No, she was lying.
Hmm.
oh God, this is the end. This
No,
is the
no. Yeah, she does think it's the end. You know, you go from wearing $2,000 boots to now you got to wear $5 boots from Walmart. No, it is the end
Yeah,
for her. You know what I mean? That's what she's
yeah.
looking
but
at. It's a
wait,
status thing for her.
but
It's
she's
a status
still
thing.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's a
I didn't hear you.
status thing. It's a status
Yeah.
thing.
Right. And that's
So
why she's
she's doing
crying.
but where's all the money coming from, y'all?
Okay, but you do have to remember that is still one of the top law firms in LA. So the man
Right.
probably legitimately made a lot of money, but a lot of it was stolen too, which of course
Yeah.
Hmm.
people didn't know until now.
But
So
they telling he told the courts he don't know where none of the money at. He don't know where the money at. He ain't got no money. And so
yeah,
that's
That's
what made them freeze the assets, all of them, even Girardi Keys, the whole firm. The judge froze it all.
I heard. Yeah.
right.
Nobody know where these people money at. And all at that time, all the judge needed was 2 million. So you don't know where two
Right.
million at? Okay, y'all can shut it all down. Shut it all down. I'm calling in forensics and we gonna find out where the money at.
Right.
You understand? Now, speaking of forensics, on the show, Sutton said, oh, Erika, now the big deal is gonna be with forensics. She was trying to help her with a
Yeah.
divorce.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You make sure that you get your good forensics people to help you find his money.
She did say that.
Hmm.
Sutton, don't you know the whole court system trying to find his money? You understand? But here's the thing. You saw her face when she told her that? Yeah.
She already know where that money
You
is.
know where the money
Yeah.
at. You
Hmm.
know, and here's the thing that killed me. You know about forensics finding your money, but she said some other stuff when they was talking about, she said she had never been to the bank till March, and then she said it was something else she had never done. There was list, they was talking about things. She was saying it was, I can't remember what else it was she said
Yeah.
she didn't do. She had never done it. They was like, really? My point is, how you gonna never do these things, but you know about forensics?
Because Tom schooled her when he gave her the money to hide. He was like, look.
That's my point.
Yeah.
That's my point. That's my point. You know about forensics because you and your husband, y'all got this thing going, baby. Y'all. And I'm sorry, y'all. I believe she's guilty.
No, I
I
do believe
feel,
she's guilty.
Oh yeah. Yeah. With
Yeah.
the money and everything. Oh yeah, she's
Yeah.
guilty, but I don't
but
believe
I
she
believe
knew.
she knew. She knew. Let me tell you. So do y'all believe that, like, when you're in a relationship with your husband, should you be privy to your husband's finances, what kind of job he got, what kind of money he making on his job? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know that your husband is, but I'm just using this as an example, if you know that your husband is working at I'm just gonna say the Chevron gas station on the corner, the first thing when he get the job, he's gonna say, honey, I got a job. Where you working at? What you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Oh, I'm working here. What? So what they paying? Because we got bills to
Right.
pay. You understand?
Right.
What they paying? I'm sorry, but I think the average wife is gonna say, well, honey, what we working with? That's a part of being a team. And she would always talk about, the fact that she worked in this man's law firm for quite some time. She knows of something. And remember a while back, she said, yeah, they try, when I walk in places with Tom, they just look at me as the dizzy blind. Like I don't
Right.
know anything. Remember she said that?
Yeah, she
And
did.
she
Right.
said, but I'm smarter than they think.
Which is true. I do believe
And
Right.
that.
it's true.
That's true.
That
She's
part
very
is true.
smart. And
That
that's
part.
Right.
why I know she in on it. Because you smart.
But
And
what
you a
would
street chick. You a street chick.
She is.
You
That's the
what
same
understand?
thing I said. She's street
yeah.
smart.
But
Time.
what
She's more street smart than Garcelle, I bet you.
Oh, yes,
She's
yeah.
indeed.
street smart. I'm
She's
not.
street smart.
Yeah.
And guess what? She playing them poor Caucasian ladies on that show like a piano. She
Yeah, I agree.
playing them like a piano. She like a straight up piano. You understand? And I'm looking at her and I'm like, look at Erika playing these poor women, like got them all sympathetic. Oh, poor Erika hugging her. Oh, I say, oh, baby. I'd be like, girl, where them people money at? You know, y'all know where them people money at. Stop playing games.
I did
But
agree with that part. Yeah.
but
Yeah,
she's a street woman, and I believe that time. And I'm telling y'all, I could be way off about this, but I believe Tom has always been a crook since day one.
oh yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And I believe that from the first person's money that he kept, because they said in that little Hustler movie that they made about them, that he was doing this a long time. He's been doing this with a lot of his people. Okay. So I personally believe that when he started that scam, he went to Shakers to watch him some strippers and pay his strippers to do what he wanted to do. And he spotted Erika and he liked her. You know what I'm saying? And he made a proper, I believe as they got closer, he made a proposition to her. I believe that he said to her, this is what I'm doing. If I'm doing something, can I trust you? If I make you my wife and I take you out of this place and I can give you everything you want to be a performer, you want to be a singer, I'm gonna make that happen for you. If you want me to, you need somebody to take care of you want your son to be taken care of, well taken care of. I
Mhm.
got the money to do that for you. You understand? But you're gonna have to work with me. That's how I
So
believe it went.
so
I
was she a stripper when he met her, or was she waiting tables at a restaurant?
what she said she was doing.
I
I
know
think
she
she
was a
said she was
stripper.
waiting. I thought she was waiting tables when they
With
met.
the tables when they met.
Yeah.
Okay, so she said she was waiting tables. She was a stripper.
Well,
She was a stripper. Nah, allegedly. To
I
me,
mean, but
Yeah.
I don't
do
think
you
he
know
got.
how them strip clubs do? They'll have you, baby, you bartending tonight.
Oh,
Oh, so and so didn't show
Yeah.
up. I need you on the stage.
Okay.
Oh,
Right.
you not working the stage, you hosting tonight.
oh,
Oh, the bartender didn't show. You know what I'm saying? They move
Hmm.
them girls around.
yeah,
And that's
that
why I
makes sense.
said, yeah, she probably was a bartender. She was a stripper. That's my view on her. And
That makes sense.
either way it goes, she was streetwise. And she got with
She
that
Yeah.
man,
is.
and that man got with her and chose her because he saw she was a street chick.
Hmm.
Yeah, she
And she
is.
would be you could a dude with that got game and money, they'll look at a chick and they could tell she know what she's doing up in here.
Mhm.
All he had to do was go in there a few times and watch how she move and talk to her. Oh, she want more than this.
Mhm.
She might
Right.
be desperate enough to take the little, the bait I'ma drop to her. And she did. That's the way I feel about it.
Yeah, because he knew she would protect the profit, protect the money. But I don't believe she knew how he made all his money.
Yeah, he didn't tell her everything.
Yeah.
Believe me,
Yeah.
he's smarter
She
than
put.
that. He didn't tell her everything.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
She might have been smart enough to figure out something ain't right with some of that stuff, but he didn't tell her everything because he didn't have to.
Right.
He just,
Right.
she living in this $20 million mansion and buying,
Mm-hmm.
designer
Hmm.
clothes and got a whole room that's turned into a closet with all designer clothes, thousands,
Yeah.
Right.
hundreds of $1,000s worth of clothes.
Yep.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
all she needed. That's all she wanted.
Yep.
He walked around with
That's
this
it.
attitude and this bad personality and bad attitude, and
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And she's scared, y'all. She is really, really
Yeah,
scared.
I
she
would be
is.
too.
She is really scared.
I would be
Yeah,
too.
she is. She
Did you
is.
see Oz? I wouldn't want to be in the jail. Remember
I
Oz?
sure wouldn't want to be. And the sad part about it to me is she's going to end up in jail. She's going to
Well,
end up in jail.
unless, and like Tammy said, unless she turns, you know,
Turns evidence.
turns evidence on him.
Yeah. I hope, I
He
mean,
does.
I don't want to see her in jail, if she don't, but so far, everything I'm seeing, the way she's behaving, the lies she's throwing out there, you trying to protect your man. You still trying to protect him. Everything she's saying on the
I
show is
don't
to
think
protect him.
she's. I
I
don't
th-
think so. I don't
no,
think she's protecting him. I think she's
no,
protecting herself now
it's herself.
How's she
because
protecting herself by constantly bringing up that time uh has a problem with it? Oh, I just hope that time is okay. Oh,
She's
well,
trying
yeah,
to act like the concerned wife. She's trying
for
to act
what though?
concerned
For what?
to make herself look good, like, oh, I am still concerned about him, even though I'm going through this stuff because of him.
But that's not what the people want to see. The people want her to be concerned about these victims. Because ain't nobody concerned about time. Like time is
Hmm.
like the scum of the earth to the people that he owe money to. I'm speaking of the people who he owes money to. They don't care, could care less about time. You know what I'm saying? The world needs to see her speak more like she's speaking about time. Speak like
Hmm.
that about those victims that your husband owe that
well,
money
she's not
to.
going to do that because she's acting like she doesn't know anything. So
Right. That's true.
she
Yeah.
I
doesn't.
agree
She's
with that.
saying she doesn't know anything. So
I
she
agree
can
with
only
that.
say so much.
Well, my
Yeah.
ladies, we are at 1 hour and 11 minutes.
All right.
We went past our little 11. So next Monday coming, we're gonna be talking about Miss Wendy. Y'all know I gotta bring up Wendy Monday. I'm all prepared for Wendy Monday. And for those who tuned in today, thank you guys so much for coming in the chat. And for those who have not and who will view us later, y'all can check us out at any time. Just hit us up on y'all on YouTube. And I just want to explain that, please hit the the subscribe button. Please hit the thumbs up button and comment, it could be good or bad. Tell us something we could do to improve. I welcome all of it.
Hmm.
And
Exactly.
the last thing I want to say is thank you to Kissy and Tammy for once again doing this thing. I
Oh, thank
appreciate you
you.
guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
And that's it.
All
So
right.
we did our second
Two
one.
down.
I'm all excited. You guys did great. And I'm going to say
Whew.
goodbye to everybody. Oh, wait, hold up, you guys. Let me, I want to do this. I want to show this one. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you. Love you too. Okay. So we're going to end it on that note. And we'll see y'all back Monday. We're going to be talking about Potomac. And we're going to be as raw as we need to be. And we're going to say what it is. Okay. At least I know I'm going to say what it is. And then Kissy going to probably be like, no, I don't think so because he's really a good person. And then I'm sure Tammy's going to be like, yeah, she's right. She's a good person. So hopefully I should have, we're going to have our either M up here or Marcella up here. Maybe both. We'll see how that's going to work out. We look forward to seeing you guys Monday coming 7:00 p.m. Central Time. Love you guys. And we out of here. Deuces.